Have a pleasant day, guys! Here we are again on our segment, Learn Biology, the Science of Life. For today, we will be discussing the basic or the fundamentals of the DNA structure. Let's begin by describing the DNA structure. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is the molecule that contains the instructions for growth and development of all organisms. It is sometimes known as the blueprint of all living organisms. It consists of two strands of DNA wound around each other in what is called a double helix. This figure will show us the location of the DNA double helix. So let's start with the typical cell. Inside a typical cell, we have the nucleus, or also known as the brain of the cell. Inside this nucleus, it has chromosomes. For humans, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes, or 46 chromosomes. Chromosomes contains the DNA strand. By the way, a chromosome is a long strand of DNA wrapped around proteins. And inside these chromosomes, you have the DNA double helix. Now, let's talk about nucleotides, the individual units of DNA. A nucleotide is made up of three parts. You have the base, which has four types: adenine, thymine, cytosine, or guanine, and you have the deoxyribose sugar and the phosphate, which these two forms the backbone of a strand of DNA. All nucleotides contain the same phosphate and deoxyribose sugar, but differ from each other in the base attached. There are four different bases: adenine, cytosine, thymine, and guanine. The bases on each strand pair up with each other, holding the two strands of DNA in a double helix. The bases always pair up in the same way. Adenine always pairs with thymine, or A-T. Cytosine always pairs with guanine, or C-G. The figure shows you a short strand of a DNA double helix. It consists of 7 base pairs. On the right side, you will see the bonding between 4 of these bases. You have thymine to adenine and guanine to cytosine. Take note of this, that this bonding can only exist due to a weak bond known as hydrogen bonds. Take note, hydrogen bonds exist between these pairs of DNA bases. The phosphate and sugar section of the nucleotides form the backbone of the DNA strand, like the sides of a ladder, and the base pairs of each strand connect to form the rungs of the ladder. The DNA helix is made from two strands of DNA held together by hydrogen bonds. Each strand is used separately. A gene is a sequence of bases, not a sequence of base pairs. It is this sequence of bases that holds the code for the formation of proteins. Exam tip: you do not need to learn the names of the bases, just their letter. Make sure you know which bonds with which, as this is the most commonly asked question about this topic. Now let's go to the review questions. Question 1. Large food molecules are composed from smaller molecules chemically bonded together. Which of the following statements is false? A. Glucose molecules are the basic units of cellulose. B. Glycerol is the basic unit of oils. C. Simple sugars like glucose are the basic unit of fats. And D. Amino acids are the basic units of proteins. The correct answer is C. The basic unit of fats are 3 fatty acids and glycerol. Question 2. DNA is a large molecule made from 2 chains of nucleotides held together by cross-links between pairs of bases. Which of the following is a correct base pair? A. T with C. B. G with A. C. C with G. And D. C with A. The correct answer is C. Guanine will always pair with cytosine as well as thymine to adenine. Question 3. A strand of DNA is shown below. TGAACTAGCC. What would the correct order of bases be on the complementary strand of DNA? A. ACTTAATCGG. B. CAGGTCGATT. C. TGAACTAGCC. And D. ACTTGATCGG. The correct answer is D. T will always pair with A, G with C, A with T, A with T, C with G, T with A with T, G with C, and C with G, as well as C with G. Thank you for watching, guys. Till next time, stay safe and keep learning.